What's up, Grace? This is episode 47, and I recorded this at exactly 10:01 a.m. And today is December 5, 2025. Okay, so I got a lot of things to talk about, especially when it comes about astrology, and especially that we are now in the last month of this year of the snake 2025. All right, so I've came across with a TikTok video, and it talks about astrology and stuff, and especially that this day that we have Gemini in full moon, I think, if I'm not mistaken about it. And which that creator told talk about how um, this full moon is about release, it's about the audit, and to actually have the conversations with yourself to assess what your habits or what you're doing in this whole 2025 all about, and if you are having what's the thing that you should not repeat by the next year 2026. And so I haven't done that. Yeah, so I will have, after this video, after this shooting this video, I'll be going to have, you know, written something, and maybe I will have the part 2 of it later on this afternoon, after I wrote down all the things that I think it's not working and what's working this 2025, and what I'm going to do, what identity I will embody by 2026. Yeah. So after that, I will burn the 2025 identity, and I will keep the 2026 identity. All right. So, yeah. Um I came to a realization that everything is a decision. Yeah. And if you really want something, you should have you should not um second guessing your decision about what you want to become, right? Because, yeah, as what I realized yesterday, I talked about how I manifested having 50,000 followers within this year. Yeah, I already talked about it. And yeah, I just feel it already at that moment before I hit the 50,000 followers, something like that. And maybe, as much as how easy it is to, to shift your identity or something like that, it's easier for us to get the result. And that's what I realized this year. Mm? And I know I have a lot of things to learn about, because, yeah, because I'm not that perfect though. Yeah, I'm not that yet perfect, but I'm the best. Anyway, yeah, I got a lot of realizations this year, and some of those some of those realizations just hit hard, and it took me a lot of emotional emotions. And yeah, sometimes having a decision is kind of hard, especially if you don't know who you are. Actually, you don't know your values, you don't know anything about it. Okay, so yeah, I decided by the year 2026, I'll never second guess my decisions. I'll never second guess the identity of who I am. So that's my new version, that's my new identity, to actually 100% believe in myself, have faith in myself. Because either way, I realized this year that when I'm having these realizations that I am already that person, then boom, weeks later, or even days later, there's a result. There's these synchronicities everywhere popping up. So yeah, I realized that we are the universe and we are God, and that's why in my religion, yeah, they always talk about God is within you. And at first I was like, yeah, if God is within me, so meaning we are the God. So if God is within us, we can be able to move mountains because we, the gods, the God is already within us. And I want to share with you the the story or the parables that this priest shared during the mass. And this story is about God. Yeah, about God having a conversations with the angels. Okay. So, because the world, or because the human beings are so cruel with their decisions, and that what made God feel sad about his children, rather, he asked his angels to he asked his angels to which place he should hide, because he don't want to show himself to his children because of the sin, something like that. Some of the angels suggest that the God should hide at the deepest level of the ocean. And then the God realizes if he'll be hiding in the um in the deepest deep of ocean, the humans would still be able to find it, right? Because there's a lot of technology, something like that. Then another another angel says that God should hide at the farthest, or the at the sky, something like the clouds. The God would says, no, I can't hide there because people would still find me. And then another angel suggests that he should hide in the trees. And God would say, no, humans will be able, my children will be able to find me if I will hide there. And then there's this one angel who suggests, what if you hide into their hearts, each of their hearts? That way, they will not find, that way, if they want to find you, they would have to feel you. They will have to connect with their own heart so they can see you. And then the God would say, yeah, I will hide into their hearts. So, what's this parables is all about? Why is God is hiding? So it comes with the idea that every one of us has this God. The God is within us. So meaning, if we are able to access the greatest power of being able to manifest everything and to have this miracle or the manifestation, we just need to have belief. We have to have this faith, crazy faith within us in order to access the God that's already within us. Okay? Because if we are the children of God, then we are also God, right? Because who the fuck? And sometimes I was confused with some of those who shares that we are the children of God, and then when we says that, oh, meaning we're also God, and they will like, no, we're just humans, we're not God. Yeah, so why are you saying that we're the children of God if we are not God? Makes sense. But I'm not arguing for the religious stuff right now. What I want to I want what I would I want to piste. I What I am trying to convey is that every one of us has the power, because there's God. There's You have to believe in yourself. You just have this kind of faith. And that's what I am working on right now. I'm The way I believe in myself is by showing up every day even though there's no fucking result that I'm seeing. Because I do believe that I am already that bitch. And that's what I always practicing with my in my mind, because our brain is being programmed with the past, right? The past. Meaning, if we are forming a new identity, our brain will like, oh my god, what's going on? And there's that resistance that you are feeling it. Yeah. And the more that you feel, the more you have to pay attention to that, because that's where the real growth happening. Yeah. And this goes with the story that I want to share with you. And there's this a man who's traveling in the middle of the forest at night. It was so fucking dark. So the only thing that he can see is the next step, not everything what's surrounding it. Yeah. And then he suddenly falls into this cliff. And you know what? He was afraid that he might die on that. He was like holding into this kind of branch in the cliff, right? He prays to God that he will be saved, and he will not die at that night, and that he will be come back to the place that he used to be, right? Before he falls into the cliff. And then while he was praying, there's this voice that says, "Let go." And he was like, "God, if I let go, then I'm gonna die." Because of it, because he was so strong, because he resists the voice that says let go. He came to the point wherein he was, you know, his limbs is just, in pain because of holding to something for a long time. And then when he decided, okay, fine, I just let go. When he let go, bitch, he didn't fall. He didn't die, because it was just 5 inches away from the ground. And I think it applies to our life that, yeah, if we are, if sometimes we resist to let go of the past, our old version, because we are afraid to die. That's what our brains are being programmed for. We are afraid that we can't let go, because we're afraid that we might be falling into the very deepest cliff. Yeah. And then when we let go, that's that thoughts, and we just go. We just continue to develop ourselves, to build this new identity of yourself despite of the resistance. Then bitch, you are that girl. So I think that will be all, and thank you so much for watching. So I don't know what the title of this episodes is, but I guess the title would be something about December. Okay, thank you so much.